Live from Boston Broadcasting and the WhattaDay studios, it's WhattaDay with your host, Joe Lowry.
Everybody, Joe Lowry, WhattaDay. Happy Tuesday out there. That's right, it's Taco Tuesday, whatever Tuesday you want to call, but I call it the Tuesday after Memorial Day. Hope everyone had a great long weekend, enjoyed some of the summertime weather that most of us got. It's actually summertime out there right now. We went from spring to summer. We got temperatures in the 80s here outside of Boston. So nonetheless, it is a beautiful Tuesday here at the WhattaDay studios. Okay, first off, congratulations to Apolo, Cruz, new U.S. champion. Who would have thought 3 months ago this guy was written off WWE TV? And lo and behold, he's now the U.S. champion. He defeated Andrade last night. Congrats to him. And, of course, late breaking last night, I posted this morning when I woke up, Drew Gulak, who was let go by the WWE just last Friday on SmackDown, hours after wrestling Daniel Bryan, has re-signed with the company. So, again, Drew Gulak is back at the Performance Center today, taping some SmackDown episodes. He has re-signed with the company. All right, back to Raw. Can we address the elephant in the room? I mean, I'm not a fan of this plexiglass. I'm going to tell you that right now. I just don't understand. It was great that the news came out yesterday that they were bringing people back in. In case you haven't heard, they brought in NXT and Performance Center talent. They were tested. They were carted to and from the Performance Center to put a crowd vibe there, like AEW's doing. Had been doing it for the last 8 weeks, but WWE again late to the ball game with that. But either way, they were tested and so forth. What would the difference be if you put in the regular crowd versus the Performance Center talent crowd? I mean, everybody's tested, right? So why the plexiglass? I just don't get it. Every time I looked at these people behind the plexiglass, I kept thinking about that movie with John Travolta, the boy in the plastic bubble from years ago. They just looked like lost puppy dogs waiting to be adopted at the shelter. It was kind of strange. And the crowd at some point, they sounded like they were in a high school gymnasium. Not very good sound acoustics with all this, but nonetheless, just a bad feeling overall. Now, a segue to that, if you notice, with a lot of quietness with the crowd and so forth, I've found out, and it's happening again today, that they're taping like 3 shows a day. They're taping out 2-week segments, so they're taping 20-something hours of shows. And what's going on here is exhaustion is starting to set in. I don't think it's, maybe even for the wrestlers, but definitely for the crowd talent last night, because they were on their feet almost 10 hours. They had to bring in chairs in between takes and so forth just so they could sit down. So they got pretty tired, and it was noticeable. I'm not sure what the WWE is trying to accomplish here, but there has to be a better way, and I think the first thing is get rid of the plexiglass. It's doing absolutely nothing. By the way, I'll have the ratings for last night's Monday Night Raw later on this afternoon. All right, off the heels of a successful pay-per-view with AEW's Double or Nothing. What a pay-per-view. In case you missed it, check it out. YouTube's got some video clips on there. So AEW had a Memorial Day party yesterday. All the talent was there. It kind of looked like a post-production party, if you ask me, after Double or Nothing. But nonetheless, Adam Cole, your NXT champion, your WWE NXT champion, was there. That's right. He was there with his girlfriend, Dr. Britt Baker. Now, this has the rumor world swirling as his contract is expiring this summer, which a lot of people tend to believe that he may be jumping ship over to AEW. And it didn't, to make matters even more interesting, Dr. Britt Baker was on AEW's Unrestricted podcast earlier this week and said, hey, the big family there, and Adam Cole has always been a member of that family. We'd love to welcome him back. So, hey, you never know. Adam Cole hanging out with AEW could be a thing in the future. Who knows? Only time will tell. All right, Matt Riddle, he's coming up to the SmackDown main roster. That's right. He's finishing out his stint with NXT this week. Wrestling Insider Dave Meltzer reporting that he does have that cage fight on Wednesday night on NXT. So that may be his last match with NXT until he gets the call up to the main roster, and he will be going to SmackDown. All right, Rey Mysterio retirement match. Is this a work or what? No one knows. He signed an 18-month contract about a year ago. So we're not sure what's going on with that, but this retirement match kind of came out of nowhere. First, the injury angle with Seth Rollins and him, and now this. So this will be an interesting storyline, whether or not his son Dominic has signed with the WWE. So whether he stays or goes, or if this is just a work, we will find out. All right, what about Gronk's promo last night, Him and R-Truth going back and forth on Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want to call it. In case you missed it, check out Raw's Twitter or Instagram page or their website. You can see Gronk's first real wrestling-related promo. Words to Gronk, keep the glasses on, bro. You look better with them on, and plus, you're reading the script and your eyes are too low with the camera, just like me. I like to, improvise and so forth. But Gronk, R-Truth, I think it's setting up for a Backlash 24/7 title match. So, and the reason I say that is the NFL officially begins their workouts in June, which technically means the season is underway. Gronk, as we all know, has been traded from the New England Patriots to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And of course, when you're under NFL rules, they dictate everything. So he'll probably be dropping that title to R-Truth sometime either before or at Backlash. All right, that's going to do it for me, folks, on this Taco Tuesday. Give you enough wrestling news for today. But, hey, don't forget to check out my new SoundCloud podcast channel. You can go over to soundcloud.com/WhattaDay. Real easy, 2 T's for twice the fun. Or you can check out my YouTube, my Facebook, and my Twitter pages, all Joe Lowry WhattaDay. Except for Twitter, I'm at WhattaDay Joe. All right, that's going to do it for me, folks, on this Taco Tuesday. Hope everyone has a great day. We'll catch you later on. I'm Joe Lowry. What a day.
This has been a WhattaDay production. Filmed on location at WhattaDay Studios. The views expressed by Joe Lowry are his and his alone, and that's how it is, so just deal with it. This has been a WhattaDay production.